Yo guys, what is going on today? I'm going to show you how to complete the brand new Marquee matchup Scorpion Challenge in a little bit of a different way to normal. Normally I do a video on this, but I thought why not do a live stream instead? It means I can get it out quicker for you guys, and it's just a different way of doing it that I may do more in the future for any of these SBCs. So you actually get one of the new foot swap cards for this. It's Fellaini. He's got, I mean, not a card you'd really use, but it's going to be good to trade in to one of those SBCs in the future. So if you guys do enjoy, leave a like, subscribe if you're on your own here. If you're watching this live, let me know in the chat. We're going to get straight into it. This is quite expensive. It will set you back around 60,000 coins. So we have 4 different SBCs to complete. As always, we start off with Roma against Barcelona. And this one, you need 2 players from Roma, 2 from Barcelona. You also need a maximum of 3 players from the same league. At least 3 rare players, 78 rating, and 90 chemistry. So, as you guys can see right here, this is the team I've gone with. What you want to try and use your 2 Roma players together, so either like a centre back and a goalkeeper, or maybe like a left mid, like El Shaarawy and a centre mid. You want them to link together, then just use another player who links into them. So you want to build this type of pass in here. You want to go on the left and on the right with just all these strong links there. You want a strong link between your striker and centre mid, and then do the same in your defence. So just try and fit in your 2 Roma players and 2 Barcelona players in here somewhere, and then go with random leagues once you're not using kind of your league with your players from Barcelona or Roma, and try and go with like the Turkish league I've gone with there, or the Russian league. Go with a random league that isn't required for any of the other teams in the Marquee matchups, and you can do it really cheaply. And this one gives you a 25k pack, so the rules are really good for this. I know it's about 50 or 60k, but you get a foot swap player, which you can get a really good player in return from in those SBCs, and you get loads of packs. A Prime Electrum players pack for this one, I think that's like a 45k pack or something. So you need 2 players from City, 2 players from Liverpool, maximum 4 players from the same club, 80 overall rating and 85 chemistry. So what you need to do is go with 2 City players, the cheapest ones you can get. City players are quite expensive, but I went with Danilo and Delph, and then you want to go with your 2 Liverpool players. I went with Henderson and Wijnaldum. Try and use some quite high rated cards, as you do need that 80 rating overall, and these ones weren't too expensive either. I will show you guys all the players I've used in just a moment. Then I've gone with Rondon and Benteke up front, just 2 high rated Premier League strikers. I'd recommend following a similar type of pattern to me. You can maybe go on the left with Mendy instead of Danilo, for example. You can go with a few different options, but this is just a good one to follow. And then in the defence with the remaining players, I've just gone with a different league, and this was the Liga NOS from Portugal. There are some good high rated players in there, the likes of Felipe, Matia and Alex Telles. Just some good cards in there, and then random ones there. You only need 85 chemistry, so it's pretty easy. Going to submit that one, and then next up I've got Bayern Munich against Sevilla, and this one gives you another good reward. It's a premium gold players pack, so another 25k pack. Really easy, 3 players from Sevilla or Bayern. I'd recommend Sevilla, they've got cheaper cards, so I went with Ganso, Ben Yedder and Muriel, and then just a random player. Go with a random card from a different club, apart from Sevilla. Obviously, if you've gone with Bayern Munich players, go with a different player here. You don't have to have everyone in the right position. I've got 70 chemistry. I just went with cheap players that were high rated from Sevilla. It could be goalkeepers, it doesn't matter, as I've got 17 more chemistry than you need by following this. But you can go with any players really there, and then just go with another player from a different club but in the same league, and then go with 3 players all playing for the same club. So I went with some River Plate players, as they're quite cheap, and then I went down here with some players from, I think that's Benfica, yeah it is. I went with Benfica players. Make sure you don't have more than 3 players from the same nation. You need exactly 4 clubs, and it's pretty simple. You don't have to go with all gold players. It does say you need at least 6 golds, but I think you need more than that to get the 78 rating, unless you're using high rated cards, so I would recommend doing that. I'm going to submit that. That is another 45k back in return. And then we finally got the Real Madrid against Juventus one. This one's pretty easy to do. Again, you need 1 player from Juventus, 1 player from Real Madrid. They're both quite expensive, but you can get high rated cards, which is good for the overall rating. You also need a maximum of 6 players from the same club. I mean, I wouldn't expect you to go with more than 6 players from the same club anyway, so that's a bit pointless. 81 rating, 90 chemistry. So I went with Hovedes, I think that's his name. Yeah, it is. You've got lots of players like Liechtensteiner. They're all around a similar rating. Try and go with someone quite high rated, like Szczesny maybe as well. And then I went with Vazquez. You can go with someone like Nacho, Ico Casilla. You could go with Kovacic, someone like that of a similar rating. Put them in there, and that one's pretty easy. And then just use some more high rated players. So I went with Vazquez in here. I've got Roque Mesa and Ruiz getting the links in. I've got Pepe Reina in there. You want to just get some good strong links with high rated players to get the chemistry up. And then if you've got just a kind of slot where you can put in some extra players, so in your attack, for example, I've gone with go with some high rated guys, but from a random league like the Super League maybe. You could go with people like Eto, who are quite high rated. I went with Russian league players. If you want to copy me, these are the players I've used: Pepe Reina, Hovedes, Radu, Lucas Leiva, we've got Mesa, Ruiz, and then Vazquez, and then I've got Zagoev, Kokorin, this guy here, I think he's called Smolov, and then we finish off with Marunchuk, and that's another good pack. That's a rare Electrum Players pack, so although this is quite expensive, it's about 50k, I believe. You're getting one of these new foot swap players, so obviously bear in mind you can trade that into an SBC and get a good player back. If you've already got one of them, I believe there was quite a cheap SBC for one not too long ago. You just trade that one in with this one, and you can get someone like Balde Diao, who's got a pretty good card. And there we go, that is the SBC done. You're getting this card, which is useful for SBCs, but as well as that, you're getting lots of packs. So hopefully we can get some pretty good stuff back from it. And yeah, let's see, we've got 150 viewers live on the stream. It's just a different way of doing these. So if you guys want me to do this more in the future, then it's all good. Yeah, Aiden CE, I can see that in the chat. Here we go then, next one. Next pack, let's see what we get. Well, first pack rather. No drop down, I don't think. No drop down there. Just going to quickly check that in the chat. We get Savage. Not the best. We get Hogan as well. I mean, if you check your club, you can find cards that go for a lot of coins. Just keep an eye out on what you're getting, especially with these new League SBCs as well. Keep an eye out, because for maybe El Nene, he doesn't go for much, but you could find players who go for a good amount of coins. And if you get someone maybe from Real Madrid or Man City, something like that, you can make even more coins back. So next up, next pack, what are we going to get? I want at least one inform, maybe drop down. An inform or walkout, something like that would be cool. We get Nkudu from the pack here. At least 1 or 2 drop downs though, that's what I'd expect from these packs, as they're quite big packs. We get a load of French players in there. We get no one really who's going to sell for much, unless this guy. There are some players, there's a certain club in the Japanese league that have players going for like 20k just for some bronzes. So that wasn't one of them. And now we've got 2 more packs to go. We've got the Prime Electrum Players pack and the Rare Electrum Players pack. So what's the difference between them? This is 12 rares, this is 6 rares. Okay, so the Rare Electrum Player pack is the best, and that actually gives you 6 rare gold players, so that's a good pack. We get a drop down. I haven't actually opened packs for ages, so I'm not sure what's it going to be. Spain, right back, Juan Fran, not the best, but still he's 83, so may go for a little bit, kind of maybe 3 or 4k, and get me some coins back. We get Zaha, we get Rafinha, Braithwaite as well. We get a few silvers that may sell for a little bit. Nothing amazing, but still I'll store that in my club, as I need to stock up. I don't have many cards in my club at all, so for future promos like Team of the Season, that should be good. Next up, we've got this pack here. It's the last one. Senor Veterano, welcome to the stream. How's it going, man? We don't actually get a drop down in the last pack. These packs have been awful, but the main thing I'm doing with this SBC is getting that Fellaini card. We get Semedo. I mean, he's a Barcelona player, so may go for a little bit. Actually, he'll probably go for like 3k or so. We get Bernat as well, that's a Bayern Munich player. So there aren't actually many high-rated, or low-rated rather, Bayern Munich players, so he's a good one. He's going to go for a decent amount, hopefully. We can list up this Semedo as well. There we go. And yeah, Kieran Stevens, welcome to the stream too, man. How's it going? So let's quickly check Semedo's price, and then it's going to be the end of the stream. Just a really short one, but I thought this was a kind of a good way to get the video out. I can do it quicker than just doing a video, and it still turns into a video afterwards, and I don't have to edit it. And I've already done a video for today, so I didn't want to have to spend more time editing that, because I want to go and watch the football in a minute as well. So I'm going to list this card up for like 4.4k. I've got some silvers and stuff that I'll send to my club. And yeah, there we go. That is the SBC done. Hope you guys did enjoy. I'm going to go and watch the football now, the City-Liverpool game. Let me know it down below in the comments, and also in the chat right now. I'll just stay about for a few minutes. What do you think the score's going to be? I'm a City fan, so I mean, I think it's still to play for. City don't really have anything to lose, so they're probably going to go all out and try and win it, or at least try and score. I think if City score first, the game's on. If Liverpool score, the game's over, because City then have to score 5, I think, or maybe 4. So, I mean, yeah, I think it's 5. I think if City score like 1 or 2 in the first half, then the tie is fully on, and they could get back into it. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I'm going to go and see that now. Well, it's starting in like an hour, but the build-up starts pretty soon. But I hope you guys did enjoy the mini kind of stream. I know it's only been 9 minutes, but it's going to turn into a video afterwards, and normally I upload videos on the Marquee matchups anyway. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you next time.